You and your lock camera 1 and 2.
Camera, recording.
Audio is audioing.
I'm rolling. Alright, we're 2 rolling.
We're recording? You don't trust me?
No.
Okay, we're all good?
Can't make up words while you...
And I've been pulling ugly faces, great. Hi everybody, welcome to episode 15 of Knights of the Round Table, Season 3. Today we are discussing the 2001 film, Evolution. And I'm going to start with general impressions of the film. Bill, you're first.
Well, general impressions. Well, it is an alien
That's a lot of
invasion or infestation. I'm not quite sure how to put this one at the moment.
Infestation would be...
Probably infestation.
I would
yeah.
say it's a monster movie.
That could be too. That would work as well. I actually enjoy this movie. It's one of my sort of, I need to watch something light and easy. This is it. Just throw it in the thing and just...
Funny story, mine's Doom.
But this one, well, my other one is actually...
Mine's Resident Evil.
My other good one's actually, what is it, Down Periscope, so that will never get described here. So I really like this movie. It's quite a fun movie to watch.
Eric?
I watched this movie 6 times.
Oh, wow.
And as much as I've seen it every single time, I can never remember anything but like the big plot points. So I'm always caught unaware, and some of the jokes, they're bad, but so funny. I actually find myself laughing out loud several times.
Yep.
So yes, I've enjoyed this movie. But I also saw it in theaters with my brother,
Yeah.
who will often stop in random conversation if there's a bird around and go, "Caw-caw! Caw-caw!"
Dookie dookie. Hey! This film was alright. I'm not a huge fan. I don't hate it. I didn't laugh out loud.
No.
But that might be more of my temperament. Generally speaking, comedies of this style don't make me laugh as much as more British style comedies. It's the humor, I think, is where we diverge.
It's a different kind of absurd.
Yeah, different kind of absurd. So, yeah, I mean, it was great, I guess. I smiled.
Hey, we got a smile from her.
That was just when she saw David Duchovny.
Yeah, no. Orlando Jones, actually. I think he was the best part of this movie.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
a lot of people agreed on that one.
Yeah.
Orlando Jones is hilarious.
Yeah. So, yeah. It was alright.
Do you enjoy old-style monster movies? The Blob, The Thing?
I remember watching them. I don't remember what I felt about them.
Okay. Because this was very much an homage to those kinds of movies. Some kind of weird alien threat happens, and then random Joe Schmo scientist figures out something from the back of a t-shirt. Like, they played up every ridiculous trope involved with alien monster movies.
Yeah, they did.
But I think that was the purpose.
That was the purpose, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, what I found actually interesting is that the guy who directed this is the same guy who did Ghostbusters.
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and there's some people that are sort of saying, yeah, you could see it.
Really?
Yeah.
He used Dan Aykroyd. Who else would? Kidding. Love the vodka. Yeah, it's the same guy who did Ghostbusters and who's producing the next 2 Ghostbusters.
Oh, okay. So that's... I didn't... Because I like the... Ghostbusters made me laugh out loud.
He didn't write this one, though.
No.
He just directed.
He just directed.
And you got to also, this one was actually originally a sci-fi thriller movie. It wasn't actually meant as a comedy.
But the studio didn't like the script.
Yeah.
So they brought in new writers, and the old guy liked the changes so much that they all worked together on the new script.
Oh, that I did not know.
Yeah.
So.
I can see how, I can see how it would have been a sci-fi thriller.
Oh yeah, it could have been a
with
really bad B
science.
movie.
Yeah.
Oh, it could have been an awesome bad B movie. But I think I prefer it like this.
Yeah.
There aren't enough that make fun of science fiction movies.
Yeah. Yeah, this is actually really good. Mind you, they still had their stereotypical characters.
Well, of course they did.
Course.
They had to.
I think we talked about it a couple of weeks ago. the typical, stereotypical military overreaction.
Oh, yeah.
You
But
know?
again, that's the trope that comes back from
Yeah,
science fiction
exactly.
all the way back.
All the way back to, the day the Earth stood still.
I think it
And
goes
before
even
then.
further. I think Wells has characters like that in his
Oh, yeah,
books.
probably.
Yeah, and then we had the Party Boys.
Yeah.
Well,
That's a very American comedy trope.
yes.
There was so much useless sex jokes. After you stop cringing, you just start laughing because they're so stupid.
Yeah.
No?
Or you just do this.
Sonia's displeased.
Yeah.
No, not even displeased, just neither amused nor
It didn't
disgusted.
go far enough to be, like, offensive. I
No,
found,
no.
Which was kind of nice.
It was nice that they weren't ridiculously offensive, which increasingly a lot of these sort of comedies
Try
are.
to be.
Well, yeah, for the shock value, right? Because people
Yeah.
aren't finding the usual stuff funny anymore, so they have to shock people to get the giggle, I think.
Which is
Yeah.
probably why I like this movie, because they don't need to shock other than, there's the juvenile butt joke.
Yeah.
But I like that came back later on.
Yes.
Oh, I have no idea how David Duchovny managed to keep his cool when he delivered the line, "Give me back my friend, you giant sphincter!"
I mean, that was one line where I went, hit.
Yeah.
Yes. And I loved how it was Head and Shoulders that won the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the Head and Shoulders commercial afterwards actually made me giggle. That I found funny.
Yes, even with the
Yeah.
backwards label that Orlando Jones put up.
Okay, this is going to be my total geekiness, but it kind of bugs me that it was regular Head and Shoulders, because regular Head and Shoulders doesn't have selenium in it. It's the advanced dry scalp version that does.
Yes.
I saw that, I was like, wait, that's not quite right.
Yes. Our shiny, flake-free hair.
Holy crap, that's a level of detail I didn't know. Wow.
If you're going to get your bad science wrong,
Or just your bad
And that-
film editing.
that wasn't product placement.
Oh,
They
no?
just chose the most ridiculous thing they could think of.
Yeah.
It was fairly ridiculous.
And that total, well, if you do the same movement from their genetic structure,
Yeah.
it's like, oh, come on.
Yeah, that's not how this works, guys. That's not how any of this works.
But they weren't actually trying to make science out of
No,
science.
that's true. They were not trying. Although the base pair thing was interesting.
Yeah.
Yes. And Orlando's description of the cave system.
Yeah.
Like, said with such a straight face. Given his character, you didn't expect it.
No. But they needed the information in the story, and he was the only one who could give it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so.
One. What did you think of the girl, Julianne Moore?
I don't know. I swing back and forth on her. I liked that she was clearly very intelligent. It made me giggle that she was clearly very intelligent and incredibly clumsy, because the incredible clumsy part I can really relate to.
That was the actress's edition, by the way.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
She did it
according
herself?
to trivia stuff.
It also irritated me to no end.
I liked that it had no point whatsoever.
It just
in the story.
was.
Because usually that kind of thing in a female character, like, oh, if she's not perfect, there has to be a reason for it.
Yeah.
While this was just, yeah, okay,
Yeah, no,
I can
she's
so
just-
see my
yeah.
wife or me or pretty much anyone.
I do it all the time when I go to
Oh,
the
yeah.
post box after work. It's a miracle if I don't drop all of the letters on the way.
They played it up like it was a big thing. But outside of movies and TV, that's how people usually are.
Yeah.
Maybe not quite that bad.
Well,
I don't usually apologize as much.
oh god, I do.
Or, I'm okay, don't worry.
Just a flesh wound. Oh, wrong movie.
I'll bite your legs off!
Is that in the bowl?
No, it should be.
No, because I don't find a lot of scientist females in a science fiction movie are hypersexualized. The way they make fun of it in
Mars Attacks?
no, the other one, the Star Trek spoof.
Oh, Spaceballs? No. What is a Star Trek spoof?
The one with Tim Allen and...
Galaxy
Oh,
Quest.
Galaxy Quest.
Like, they make fun of the fact that she's nothing but the computer's voice and hypersexualized. But in this, I don't find she was too done, except for the scene they cut out of the movie. Apparently there was supposed to be a scene in the courthouse where her blouse explodes, showing him her bra.
Oh.
Which explains the joke later on. Women just keep taking their shirts off for him. But other than that, she was played as a person.
Yes.
Not as just a sex object, which was kind of nice.
Yeah, I
It was,
I
actually.
don't normally pay that much I should pay more attention to it when I'm watching TV, but or movies. I think I'm just so used
Jaded?
to seeing it
Yeah.
that it doesn't register as something that I shouldn't really see, which made her character quite refreshing. I did like her character a lot.
Yeah. I would have liked it if she was there for the mall scene, too.
That
Yes.
Because I think she could have added a little bit more of the, you guys are idiots.
Yeah.
Because that whole mall scene had me giggling the entire way.
Really?
Because
That
they
whole
were
wall scene was just like, oh,
3-year-olds playing G.I. Joe. That was basically all it was.
Yeah. Caca!
It's like this guy who was a colonel in the military hides behind a mannequin with a gun that he hasn't taken the tag off. It's played to make them look like idiots. But what they do is relatively smart considering. I mean, they do chase it down and
managed to kill it.
manage to kill it. Which,
Probably also one of the scenes that actually was quite noticeable where they had a editing goof.
really?
Yes, the change lot, when the girl was changing, or stealing the clothes. How many times did she put that pink shirt on? And it appeared
3
in behind,
times, I think.
3 or 4
Yeah.
times. And actually, even after when he brought her down, she wasn't wearing it. And when they showed him again, a close shot again, she was wearing it. So,
That's funny.
yeah.
I did not notice.
Yeah, it was one of the few things I did notice. I don't notice those things that often, but this one was quite obvious.
Yeah. I didn't notice it either, but that's funny.
Yeah.
I do like the absurdity of him singing to get it. That was just like, wait, what? It's working? Or they're not removing the tags, or
Okay, the not removing the tags from the guns made me smile. I thought that was very funny. It wasn't the right kind of absurd, I think, the singing part for me to start laughing.
wasn't far enough.
Or, I don't know what it was. Maybe I'm just a humorless cow, but honestly, I just...
So that's a little extreme.
Well,
There were very few times in this movie where I actually laughed. I didn't laugh at the scene.
It could be because I've seen this movie a lot, and I think it's one of those movies that has the opposite effect of some more modern comedies.
Where the more you watch it, the funnier it gets.
Yeah.
Because you're
Maybe.
expecting it, and you've no longer got that, oh, they're going to do something really stupid or awkward.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it,
Because
because...
it's a movie that I kept expecting to cringe in, but I didn't.
Oh, I did a lot of cringing.
It was funny though, is when I watched it there this morning, I sat there through that scene, and after he says, okay, we've established that caca and tuki don't work. But he stares at the microphone as if he's having a flashback to karaoke night.
Yeah.
Right? And then he starts singing. So you know he hasn't given up on it.
It's kind of something I would be tempted to do. Well, we've already lost. There's a microphone there. I'm going to sing.
And I would be Orlando Jones's character, being like,
I'll take care of
shut
myself.
up,
Please
shut up,
stop it.
just shut up.
You're embarrassing us.
You're embarrassing me. I like how he says that as if he's talking to his son. Not some guy he met 2 days earlier.
Yeah. Yeah. But he did play that character well.
Oh, yeah, it's the same character he always plays, just
Yes.
without the hatefulness.
Yeah, I think that's sort of what bothered me about his character too. It's because he always plays that sort of semi-intelligent frat boy
Yeah.
character, and that character alone drives me up the wall.
Yes. At least he wasn't the evil version.
That's true. At least he wasn't the evil version, but still, every time that happens, I'm just like, oh, really? Just
They could have
such
gotten
an
away with
awful
it.
trope.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like that character in general. So every time I see a character like that, I'm like, ah.
I don't tend to like stupid characters.
In general,
He was the least entertaining part of this movie.
yeah.
Some of
Yeah.
Dan Aykroyd's lines, I'm sure, were improvised.
Oh god, they would have had to have been. I am fairly certain Dan Aykroyd's lines were
I think they just said, be a governor, go.
go. Yeah, essentially, yeah. I enjoyed him in this movie a lot, actually.
He was Dan Aykroyd, and he did it well.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. And that it was accurate. Yes, he was Dan Aykroyd, and he did it well.
There was one surprisingly touching line that made me actually go, aww, when she looks at him as they're about to go do the thing, and she says, I would have rocked your world. And he's like, you already have. And I was like, oh.
You great big suck.
Oh yeah, I'm a giant sap. But I was like, oh, that is so much more touching than I expected. I was expecting some kind of crass comment.
Yeah, or some quippy comeback.
Like
Or,
at the end of the movie,
Yeah.
became madness.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bit, but that was crass.
It was, but it was like Daredevil level crass, not most American comedies right now crass.
Yeah.
it was Daredevil. Oh my god! Daredevil, not Deadpool.
Oh, I meant Deadpool. Sorry, I meant Deadpool, not like Bad Grandpa.
Oh, bad grandpa.
Bad Grandpa.
Oh, okay.
Or
Okay.
all those really raunchy American comedies that are coming out right now.
Yes, no, I agree. Because I was going to say, Deadpool level is pretty hilarious.
It is, and this was just slightly below it. Not much is below Deadpool. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
This is not an action. This is not an Oscar movie. This isn't
Oh,
a
no, no,
movie
no.
that
This is
does
a mindless-
anything new.
Yeah, this is a mindless fun movie.
This isn't even a movie that did that well at the box office.
Well, to be honest, no offense, guys, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, it came out the same year as K-Pax. Another one that didn't do very well at the box office. That we
I am surprised about that, because K-Pax is really good.
Apparently, David Duchovny turned down a role in Star Wars 2. Like, the second prequel?
Yeah.
To be in this movie.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Not sure what that role was.
They say a starring role online. On IMDb.
I just saw a role, but...
It said starring role, so I'm guessing it would have been like a council member or a bad guy, maybe. Either way, I think he did a good choice. Because other than like the big name actors in Star Wars, has anyone gotten good jobs? David Duchovny has a really good career right now.
Yeah. Alright, does he? I don't know, I don't follow him.
He's got a TV show. He had a TV show on HBO called Californication. Lasted about I think 5 or 6 seasons.
Something
Sort of like
that,
a comedy sex thing. I mean, it's his shtick is comedy sex things, right? He did The Red Shoe Diaries as his first, which was sort of like softcore porn. It was his first.
But he only narrated
show.
that as opposed to
Yeah,
actually
he narrated.
start.
He wasn't in it, but he was the narrator throughout. So he's
Yeah.
the only character that stayed.
Yeah.
But he's also got something else right now on one of the big networks.
Okay, other than the
X-Files.
X-Files Returns.
Yes.
But I mean, restarts. What do you call that when they come back?
I'd say it's a restart almost.
A return.
Return?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, returns don't really count as success.
Yeah.
Because everyone's doing it right now.
Yeah. This will have to wait. That one will have to wait to see.
Although
if
they
is
renewed it.
success. Yeah.
Fox is going to do another season.
Well,
Which is unheard of, those words together.
good on you, Firefly. Good on you, David Duchovny.
Yeah.
But I watched this movie and then I see like Orlando Jones and something else. They're like he's in Sleepy Hollow.
I like that show.
I like the show, but the first time I saw him, I said all I could think of was this role here in Evolution.
You know what? I think that might plague him a little bit because I remember watching an interview with Orlando Jones about how it was quite a turn for him from like silly mindless comedy to quite a dramatic role in Sleepy Hollow. But
Sure.
relatively speaking, I mean, the premise of Sleepy Hollow is kind of silly, but he does so well in it. I really like Orlando Jones as an actor. He is good.
Spoiler warning for... Didn't he get killed?
Shh.
Okay, because that's the reason I stopped watching the show.
Oh, because he wasn't in it anymore?
Yeah, because I saw that he was going to get killed. And they screwed me over in the first episode of the second season.
Oh, yes.
I shouldn't need 2 hours of internet research to find out that I haven't missed an episode.
Still bitter. I actually stopped watching after the first series, but that's only because I have no time.
Yeah, it's not my priority. And Orlando Jones was one of my favorite parts, and now the girl's leaving. Nah.
Which girl?
The main actress.
What?
Yeah, she's been... Some people are saying she was kicked off.
Spoiler alert.
But Nicole Bahari, I love her.
Yeah. Some people said she's been kicked off. Some say she's leaving because she feels the character's done enough. But I think it's because she's being kicked out. Same with Castle.
Grumble. Anyway.
Beckett's leaving.
Ah.
They are not even giving her the option to renew.
Hmm.
Sorry, totally off topic.
Yeah, a little bit,
They
that's
either
okay.
cut this or...
It's okay.
No, I'll just put it... It's going in.
Ramble.
Ramble.
How did you feel about the creature creation in this movie?
It was inventive and silly.
Yes, it was silly.
But I vaguely recognize some of the shapes and designs from old dinosaur textbooks or biology
the
stuff.
flying alien thingies,
The dinosaur?
basically.
Sorry, the dragon? Dinosaur?
Dragon
The
thing.
flying raptor.
The flying... Yeah, it looked like
Yeah.
a pterosaur,
Yeah.
basically.
Pterosaur?
But even like the thing with the spindly legs, the caterpillar with the giant spindly legs,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
looked familiar.
Also, the one bit I
Yeah.
did laugh at is when that prig got eaten on the golf course. Crocodile lizard thing jumping out of the water.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
standing
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
And the drag marks left in the green.
Yeah.
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 That was very dinosaur-esque.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
They did a decent job at mimicking. Like, I'm not a biologist, so I don't know, but it was believable enough that it wasn't just somebody throwing stuff at a screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess. What bothered me, though, is and this is a nerd thing, in the...
Really? you have no shame at this point, after the selenium joke that I made, the selenium comment earlier.
That's true. It's not that level of bad.
Alright, carry on.
Is that in the ecosystem that they built, the only thing that was not carnivorous or insectivorous were the plants. And even then, a lot of the plants were. So
The fungus really was the only thing.
the
that
fungus,
wasn't-
yeah, exactly. So
And the worms.
Yeah.
oh, I don't know.
The flatworms?
Yeah.
They had probably flatworms eating each other. I don't know. Anyway, the point is, that's
If
that's
you
not
have
how
one
it,
eating another one, then you still have two.
that's not how it works. There should have been at least a few herbivores floating around the place.
Yeah, they tried to brush that off by saying, because they grow so fast, everything has to eat everything. But yeah.
Yeah.
There
And then
also wasn't
there was-
much greenery or like actual vegetable life.
Yeah.
Well, they were
The
in
other
a
thing-
cave.
Yeah.
The other thing that bothered me too was the phrase, the simplest organism is often the strongest. And I'm like, no, if that was the case, we would all still be single-celled organisms. That's the whole point of evolution. No!
I think they meant to a direct threat. So like you throw one of us into space, we're dead. You throw a tardigrade
Yes.
into space, it'll survive generations. And then you can put it back and it'll be fine.
No, it won't survive. Itself.
Itself.
Oh yeah, okay,
And
yes,
then
because it goes
you
into
bring it back
deep
and
freeze.
it's fine.
Yeah.
I think that's what they meant, was that the most likely to survive a direct, intense threat.
Such as napalm.
Napalm. I think that is what they're trying to say. Not that I'm excusing the science, because it's not likely either way.
As we said before, the science was
Yeah.
made up.
That particular line, though, I was like,
Yeah.
but then there would be no evolution. Jesus! Oh!
Yeah.
That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works.
But every once in a while you see the thriller that it was before. Because the idea of highly quick and efficient evolving alien life forms to totally take over a planet is terrifying.
Yeah, it's a scary thought.
It's a scary thought, and it's a cool idea for science fiction.
Also, a very cool idea was that they were terraforming the planet for themselves.
Yeah.
Because, they weren't oxygen tolerant.
Mm-hmm.
And so it all starts off with some,
Till the flying lizard.
Mm-hmm.
which, was vomited out of its parent.
Yeah.
Asexual reproduction, I guess.
For an organism at that level, though.
Again, it's all about efficiency.
Yeah, I guess.
No time for sex.
No time for sex. How boring.
There's always time. What? Wait, what? What?
Speaking of sex, did you notice at the end when everyone was getting awards, the girl who sort of disappears after the first act of the movie, the one who wanted to be a beauty queen who kept trying to
Wanted
get
to be
an
Miss
A?
Oh,
Arizona?
yes.
In the background, she has a sash
Sash.
on that says
No.
Miss Arizona.
I didn't notice.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sad I missed that because that probably would have made me smile more.
That's
All right.
the vibe.
Yeah. I like that line. I don't want to be all girly on you here, but...
Well, something just right across my foot.
Which is a nice reversal from horror movies where she would have just screamed and run out. Or
Yeah.
probably got killed on the way out.
Yes, and in that scene, did you see Orlando Jones' character running out?
Yes.
Oh, I have to say, have any of you watched the TV series Lex?
A little.
Yes.
Really, really bizarre sci-fi.
Bizarre is
filmed in
one word.
Halifax.
Terrible. Terrible is probably the best word.
Okay, so the whole scene with Orlando Jones with the insect reminded me of the carrots from Lex. The mechanical carrots. That you don't remember?
No.
Oh, well,
See, I
That
saw
was-
the first sort of 3 movies before it became a series.
I saw the first half season of the show and was kind of angered and horrified at the same time.
I just saw bits and pieces, like different episodes and
Ah.
different parts of the show, all out of order, and there was this one where these carrots, the mechanical carrots, were going around probing people. So... I happened to really like that episode, but the mosquito reminded me of that. So, yeah, I had a good giggle at that scene, even though it was quite crude, because it reminded me so much of Lex.
Apparently there's a deleted alternate ending
Yes, I heard about that.
where that impregnated him. Unfortunately, it wasn't added.
Papa Jones.
It's not even in the special
Not that I
deletion
know
scenes.
of. Yeah.
I wonder if it's in the one I bought the other day. I think
Maybe.
it's the same box art.
Yeah. They haven't released a Blu-ray of this,
They have
which is not surprising because the sales are pretty flat, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Considering some of the bad movies that get lots and lots.
That's
Okay.
true, that's true. Okay, so, final thoughts before we move on to star ratings? Well, actually, we'll cram them together. Final thoughts and star ratings. Eric?
This is a fun movie to watch when you're sick and you don't want to think too hard. It has a few bad science issues and a few good science jokes. And I will never not laugh when I hear someone go, "Caca!" So I'll give it a 3.5.
Well, as masterpiece theater, it is not. But it is a good laugh. It's a good romp. And you can put it in the background and just sort of listen to the jokes as they come along. And I'll probably picture it in your head as it goes too. I will give it 3 stars.
It was alright. 2.5 stars.
And what will we rate this particular review?
Alright, Bill, you get to pick the next movie.
Okay.
Pick well, my friend.
I picked terribly.
Tucker and Dale versus Earl.
Evil.
Or
Evil.
Looks like Earl.
Yeah.
A weird spelling of Earl.
Oh yeah, it does look a little bit like it. Sorry, my handwriting is atrocious.
Writing the things, then the rum. Not in the other way. Oh wait, yeah, you wouldn't waste rum. I was like, I'm gonna be splashed. Oh.
No. Okay, so the next film we're watching is Tucker and Dale versus Evil, the 2010 film. If you have any thoughts about the movie Evolution, do leave them in the comments down below. You can also find us on Facebook and Twitter. And don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps us out. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye. There's always time for lube.
Yeah.